Hey guys, Desolator Magic here, and completely out of the blue, a brand new Magic the Gathering collectible card game has been, I guess announced wouldn't be the right word, has been revealed by one and only one news source. Don't know if it's like a leak. I mean, they have full-blown, like, marketing materials. This is very strange. But basically, Wizards of the Coast, or Let's Cut the Crap, Hasbro, teamed up with Seismic Games to make probably a reskin of an existing game. Oh boy, and we'll get into Seismic's history later, but check this out. They're making Valor's Reach. I believe Valor's Reach was the name of the stadium in the lore of Battlebond, which the lore was like a couple paragraphs. So that deep lore of the whatever the hell plane it was on is now coming to mobile. Yay, where games go to die. Or, I mean, to call anything on the mobile games market a game would actually be a little generous. It's pretty much just a trap, a psychologically manipulative pile of glorified malware to get you to spend money. I don't think I've ever installed a mobile game like that's popular and played it for more than like 2 days before I thought, oh, I see where they're going with this, and then just uninstall it. And the biggest ones in the world are the ones that are especially garbage, which means mobile gamers are not gamers, they're just idiots. I completely stand by that assessment. That's become a bit of a meme in the game culture lately. But yeah, actual gamers like PC gamers and console gamers together, we can agree that mobile gamers are not gamers. I don't even know what to call them. Clearly, they don't know what the hell a game is to play anything like that trash. But I will say, from these screenshots that are thrown up on the screen right about now, it looks like there's actual gameplay strategy, and yeah, it's a CCG, and they're not calling it a TCG, so obviously you can't trade cards with your friends, which is a little bit of a problem. But, there's probably strategy and balance and that kind of stuff. So at least, okay, it's kind of a game, and CCGs are just, spend money to build better decks. Like, that is the business model. They don't need to do anything past that. So this would be more of a game than half the crap I've seen. My feeling is, initially, like about 2 years ago, they teamed up with D3 Go, who is a mobile developer that really knows what they're doing. And they made Puzzle Quest, MTG Puzzle Quest, or Magic Puzzle Quest, whatever. Full disclosure, they did actually sponsor my channel at one point. But, I mean, fuller disclosure, I played the game before the sponsorship and absolutely loved it, and regardless of them paying me money or not, the game was designed wonderfully. It's like, yeah, it could get expensive to play, but so could Magic. I get it. I didn't appreciate that aspect of it, but the gameplay, my god, it was more fair and balanced and well-designed than Magic itself. Holy crap, Wizards should go hire the people from D3 Go. So I heard that Puzzle Quest made a ton of money. So I guess what Hasbro, because this certainly wasn't Wizards' decision, did was they went up to another major developer, Seismic Games, and said, hey, do you want to make a Magic thing? Because they are really moving into getting their intellectual property and, characters and stuff onto other platforms. They wanted to make a movie, which that fell through, obviously. They announced multiple mobile games. They're making an MMO from Cryptic. It's going to be kind of like Neverwinter. So they thought, yeah, it's free advertising and it gets us money through licensing. It's a win-win. So lately, in the last year or so, they've been like, yeah, spread it around. Send Gideon everywhere. Who cares? And now I guess they're going with the Battlebond scene. This entire game is based on the Battlebond lore. And that's kind of cool because remember, it was like gladiator combat, whatever, and it's like a little mini self-contained world that didn't really tie into anything else in any other storyline, so it makes sense to base a mobile game off of that particular plane, which I don't remember the name of. It's not called Battlebond, by the way. It's like T something, I don't remember. Very memorable deep lore Battlebond had. But this is like mobilified Magic because they're describing it as a quick, competitive, and casual 1v1 battles that can be played anytime, anywhere. I really wouldn't use that phrase to describe 5-color gates versus Esper control right now on Arena. That's pretty much set aside 40 minutes of your life to see who can run out of cards in their library first. So maybe it is smart that they watered it down, and plus it worked perfectly for Puzzle Quest. And that was, you could get out no more than 3 per minute in play at a time to keep the game simple and quick. So this could work. The problem is mobile games are crap. So everybody knows, I think at this point, people are just like turning on mobile games because they've either just gotten fed up with just crap game after crap game after crap game with nothing but microtransactions, and to even play or finish a game, it's like $100+, which is ridiculous. And only the stupidest people who can't figure out what's going on still play mobile games. And then you've already got Puzzle Quest, you've already got Arena. Like, who's going to spend money on this? What is the target demographic? And that's the thing. Brand new people who have never played Magic the Gathering before, okay, cool, they get into this, and then they look at the paper card game and they're like, well, that's more expensive, complicated, less convenient, and runs on completely different rules. What's the point? So it's Magic in name only. It's pretty much just a cash grab. I don't think that this is like a marketing thing or a loss leader where you just throw this out there to get people into Magic like the game night pack was. That's what that was supposed to be. Now, worse yet, one of Seismic Games' big other properties was a Marvel game, because Marvel likes to license out their stuff too to a lot of different mobile game makers. So this particular studio made Marvel Strike Force, which was very well received initially, but it looks like that was by design. Now, I haven't played the game. I'm just going by dozens and dozens of reviews that were left, especially recently. So the game came out, they advertised it to death, they got sponsorships in all likelihood, and then, they put up ads everywhere and paid people money in other games to install this game. You know how it works on mobile. And like 10, 20, 30 bucks and boom, you're good. You can play the game. It was great. And now that people are invested in the game, they've been playing for a long time, they're used to it. Well, suddenly it's 10 times more expensive to play, because what they do is they make the game look great. They gather a ton of 5-star reviews. People are like, finally, a mobile game that isn't abusive, manipulative crap. They fall for it. They play it for months. And then the company just burns the property down to the ground, make everybody leave except for the richest people or the people with the least self-control, and make the game cost $100 a month to keep up with. That is allegedly the story of what's going on, and it has a ton of 5-star reviews and a ton of 1-star reviews. And almost every single 1-star review that I read said something to the effect of, the game used to be good, but it's gone down the toilet. They clearly don't care about their customers or the community. This was all a trap in the first place. And by the way, as of about late 2017 onward, even AAA games on the PC are doing this and on consoles, where they'll release it, it'll look good, it'll be appropriate for a $60 title, it'll get wonderful reviews, or the beta will get good reviews, it gets hyped, everyone's like, okay, good game, and then they drop the hammer. They drop the DLC, the battle pass, the this, the that, this controversial feature, or something just idiotic like a real world marketplace, or real world trading, real money, whatever you call those, or just some horrible new game mode, or some just thing where all of a sudden the microtransactions aren't cosmetic, they actually do affect the game, and oh wait, we already got a whole bunch of reviews posted, so now the game looks really good, but it's not. The initial release of the game was a decoy. It's a very clever new release pattern that a lot of major studios are going with now, and it looks like Seismic Games clearly has that down. So the first day this comes out, I might check it out, I might not. I'd hate to even promote this in any way, shape, or form to anyone, ever, especially if they're not paying me. I'm just kidding. I legit probably wouldn't even take a sponsorship from them if they offered. And I need the money, but I also, need your respect. Not to mention self-respect if I were to promote this garbage. But yeah, I would bet that on day one, it's going to look amazing. Oh, tons of free stuff, and look how cheap it is to play, and you can legit play for free. And then a couple months later, wow, it's getting really expensive to keep playing this game. So it's a bad time to bring this game out. It's got competition against itself with Puzzle Quest and Arena, and Paper Magic and MTGO. It's by a company who's allegedly known for doing shady stuff. And it's simplified Magic that doesn't teach you how to play Magic. It would actually teach you how to play Magic incorrectly, which was a little bit of one of the beefs I had with Puzzle Quest. Because the attack and defense was very similar, but damage didn't heal, and then the decks were built very similar, but not quite, and the casting costs were kind of similar, but not really, and it didn't really use a mana system. And the cards almost did exactly what they did in real life. So it would actually screw with somebody trying to use that to kind of get into the Magic world and check out the rest of it. From the screenshots we're seeing here, it looks exactly the same. So this looks really bad. I'm sure it will be really bad. I can't even think of one upside to this. It looks like just a greedy, let's cash in on our IP, let's take 30% of this and just whatever, if it dies in a year, who cares, we made money kind of thing. I guess they don't care about cheapening or devaluing their intellectual property, and I guess that's why they did Battle Bond, literally their least valuable intellectual property as far as planes and characters go. I mean, this is all coming together to look pretty bad. So, let's say the game's amazing, and even a year from now it's still amazing and it's great. so what? Play Magic instead. I don't see an upside. I don't see a reason for this to exist other than to get Hasbro and WOTC a little bit more money. Oh, here's an upside. If they took the profits from this game and used it to replace the garbage paper on the cards right now with at least the old paper, if not something better than blue core trash. Make the regular cards not curl. Hell, make the foils not curl. I mean, let's not get crazy, but that would be nice. Use the money from this game to do that. Then I'd be like, yeah, this game should exist. I'll promote the hell out of it. But since I think we all know they're not going to do that, this game can just go burn for all I care. That this is just, it's going to be such a black eye and such bad press for them. I don't know who greenlit this or why, but they should be fired. They should just absolutely be fired. It's clearly some clueless management person who doesn't know anything about the Magic community. They're just like looking at the sheer number, like the number on a piece of paper of what the Grand Experiment Puzzle Quest made, and they're like, let's do that again. And they didn't think about anything else. They're just like, this will make money. It's my job to make money. Pat myself on the back for being a good manager. And when it all blows up, they're like, your community is toxic and petty, and they get angry about everything. No, we get angry about stupid cash grabs like this shit. It's 100% justified, and we've just seen like 2 screenshots of it so far. I mean, 99% of mobile games are garbage. I think I'll just jump to the conclusion that this is trash too. Oh, the worst part, the number one worst part, and yes, I am being very sarcastic. What the hell is this? I don't even like Chandra, and I saw this and I'm like, what did they do to Chandra? Holy shit. This is like some anorexic, chibi, Americanized anime shit right there. I don't even know what I'm looking at, but I want to stop looking at it, so I'm going to stop the video right about here. So what do you guys think about this? Are you excited for the great new game? Are you going to download it on day one? If so, you're part of the problem. In fact, you know what you should do? Download it so that you're able to leave a legitimate verified review and give it 1 star and then uninstall it. That would send them a pretty good message. Yeah, that's right. I'm ready to sabotage it and boycott it. After seeing limited artwork releases of the gameplay. I know what games like this work like. We don't need another one. Mobile games are shit. This company's garbage. Screw this whole project, basically. I could be wrong, but I'm not. Time will tell, but once again, I'm not. You and I both know what this is. So anyway, that's your happy, peppy, super positive news for the day. If you say I'm too negative, then clearly you don't own a smartphone. You guys have phones, right? I am literally looking forward to Portal more than this. Oh, one more thing I gotta add. I don't know if this is what the MOBA was supposed to be. You know, those old tug of war lane games where you try to get to the end and blow up the player's crap, like, what is that, League of Legends? Like Dota and I think Smite. I don't know, I don't play MOBAs. Like at least a year ago, they announced that they were coming out with one, but maybe they determined, oh, cancel that. MOBAs are dead. Nobody plays MOBAs anymore. Oops, oh well, we missed that train. Let's come out with this quickly instead, and they rushed this into production. So is this a replacement for the MOBA, or is the MOBA still coming out? Because we have heard a grand total of nothing about that. Now, as far as the Cryptic MMO, the only other game that we know was a Magic-themed game that's coming out, I know how long it takes to make an MMO. Okay, I'd be surprised if it even comes out in 2019. So that makes sense. It's a little early to see any kind of like even remotely finalized art or in-game gameplay or anything. So that one I get, but you can design a mobile MOBA in like months, and it's been a lot of months. So I feel like that was canceled, and this is what we got instead. Not that I wanted either of them. So if anybody has any statements from the staff or confirmations or anything about that other project, I'd love to hear it. Otherwise, yeah, hopefully we'll have some actually good news for once at the end of March in the Magic world, because it's all been pretty crap lately. I'll see you guys next video.